Building a successful business requires multi-dimensional mastery. What do I mean by multi-dimensional mastery? You cannot build a successful business just by being a master of one thing. You got to get multiple things working for you. You got to integrate multiple things in a manner where the coming together and the integration of these multiple factors is what helps you build a successful business. In today's video, I'm going to break down for you 10 elements that you need to take care of to start and build a successful business. These 10 elements are absolutely crucial, absolutely fundamental to building a successful business. And if you are someone who's serious about building a successful business, then make sure you watch this video till the end. So let's get started and understand what are those 10 steps. What are those 10 elements that you need to take care of if you want to build a successful business? The start point of a successful business starts with you having clarity of who do you want to serve and why do you want to serve them. What makes you want to serve a particular audience? Like for example, for me, I'm very clear. I want to serve micro, small, medium enterprise business owners because when I started my journey as an entrepreneur, I started as a micro, small and medium enterprise business owner. My father was a micro, small, medium enterprise business owner, and I noticed for years that there was nobody catering to serving and supporting micro, small and medium enterprise business owners. So everything that I do, I think from the point of view of how can I serve micro, small and medium enterprise business owners. Now the question you need to ask yourself is, who is your target customer? Why do you want to serve them? You may be passionate about children, you may be passionate about doctors, you may be passionate about supporting women, you may be passionate about supporting working professionals, you may be passionate about serving a particular industry. You need to start your business by knowing who is your target customer, who do you want to serve, why do you want to serve them? And once you know who you want to serve, the second step in building a successful business is in decoding. What are the unmet needs? What are the unfulfilled desires? What are the unsolved problems of your target customer for which they will be willing to spend money? Now this is very, very important. There are two elements to what I said in step 2. The first element is to decode the unmet needs, something that the current products or services available in the market are not fulfilling for your target customer. To decode the unsolved problems, what are the obstacles that they face in their life, in their journey, in their day-to-day careers that you can solve or your product or service can solve? What are their unfulfilled desires? What are those fantasies, those dreams that you want to make come true for your target customer? Because when you identify the unmet needs, the unsolved problems and the unfulfilled desires, the intensity of the problem statement that you're solving is high for your target customer, and you need to create a product or service for which they're willing to spend money. Look, this is not about fantasizing with your own ideas. This is about creating something that is of utility to your target customer, something that they would want to spend money on. That's the second step in building a successful business. Now, once you decode the unmet needs, the unfulfilled desires and the unsolved problems, you got to rate the intensity level, which is step number 3 in your journey of building a successful business. You got to evaluate the intensity level of these needs, desires and problems. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being highest and 1 being lowest, ask your target audience, interview them, interact with them, have conversations with them in non-intimidating, casual environments to deep dive into their psychology and understand what's their highest priority amongst that list of needs, desires and problems that you've been able to decode. Which one is a level 10 intensity? Because it's the level 10 intensity which is going to make them remove money from their pocket and spend on your product or service. It is that level 10 intensity need, desire or problem for which you need to develop a product or service. So that's where the game begins, because this is where you're building something of value, building something that people value, and because they value it, they're going to be willing to pay you the value for it. The fourth step in building a successful business is probably the step where most people fail. Many people build a good quality product or a good quality service, but where they fail is in activating marketing, sales and operations. Now I want you to take a moment and understand this. At the end of the day, success in your business happens when you are able to generate leads consistently, when you're able to close deals consistently, and when you're able to service the customers by providing a good quality product or service in a manner which makes them happy. And for that, you need to activate 3 core activities in your business, which is marketing, sales, and operations. The job of marketing is to bring leads to you consistently, is to generate inquiries of specific target customers. The job of sales is to turn those leads into deals and closing projects and acquiring customers for your business. And the job of operations is to create the product or service and deliver the product or service in a manner where the customer gets way more value than the money they've paid and the customer has an happy experience. So if you want to build a successful business, step number 4 is the make or break step. If you do not activate marketing, sales, and operations, chances are that you will start a business, you'll have a good quality product or service, but you will not see stability of income, you will not see stability of business, you will not see growth in your journey, and you'll be stuck in this trap of firefighting with inconsistent income patterns. Which brings me to step number 5 in your journey of building a successful business. Now think about it. In step 4, I said you need to activate marketing, sales, and operations. Now for you to activate marketing, sales, and operations, you need to define clear roles in marketing, clear roles in sales, and clear roles in operations, so that there is clarity of what are the tasks and activities to be done to be able to produce results in these 3 activities. Defining these roles tells you what is the kind of team that you need. And remember this, no one on the planet has built a successful business empire doing everything by themselves. No matter how hardworking you are, no matter how passionate you are, no matter how committed you are, you as one person cannot do everything in your business. That's why it's important to define the roles so you know exactly what kind of team do you need. And when I say define the roles to determine the kind of team you need, I know there's a question that pops in your mind which says, Rajiv, but if I don't have the money to hire, how can I hire? Look, I'm not asking you to go mass hiring. I'm asking you to define the roles so you know exactly what you want, exactly what's required to make the business stable and successful, and then hire one person at a time, one department at a time, which I believe is possible for any business owner, because at the end of the day, if you hire one person at a time, one department at a time, you are building a team, and that team is going to do the activities so that you can focus on growth and expansion and are not stuck in day-to-day firefighting. So define the roles clearly so you know exactly what is required for your business to grow. And step number 6 is to define systems to set goals, track goals, and achieve goals. Think about it. In every activity of your business, in marketing, in sales, in operations, in accounts, in HR, in management, in every single activity of your business, you need to define what is the system to set goals, what is the system to track goals, and what is the system to achieve goals, which will be different for different activities. Defining systems is your job. Creating those systems is your job. Breaking down the step-by-step tasks and activities and processes to be followed to achieve a result is your job as a business owner. If you don't define systems, then you will hire people and people will be clueless about what direction to work with, and your entire business turns into a madhouse of chaos. Look, in the journey of building a successful business, systems thinking and systems creation is the most important capability a business owner needs to have. I have seen many talented business owners fail because they get stuck in firefighting and doing everything by themselves just because they lack the capability of building systems to set goals, track goals, and achieve goals in every department of that business. Now, if you feel you're one amongst those who has a good quality product, has a good quality service, but you're stuck in this game of firefighting and doing everything by yourself, and you don't know how to build systems and you need help, then I have a special 40-minute video training designed for you. The link of that training is provided in the description below. This 40-minute training is the most useful time you will invest in your business journey, because this will break down for you the science behind building a scalable and profitable business. More than 280,000 entrepreneurs have learned this methodology, implemented it in their business, and seen phenomenal growth results. So make make sure you click on that link and watch this 40-minute free training from my side to you, provided you have a good quality product or service. Because if you have a good quality product or service, it deserves to achieve growth. It deserves to impact more people. You deserve growth. Now that I have shared with you 6 steps in starting and building a successful business, let's go to step number 7. Step number 7 is to delegate and develop. At the end of the day, think about it. You can build a successful business only when you have committed and competent team members. And for you to build team members who are committed and competent enough to produce results in a job role, you need to have the ability to delegate with clarity and develop with conviction and capability, so that you can transfer that ability in people to be able to do what you expect them to do. For you to be able to delegate and develop people, you need to learn different mentoring systems, different coaching systems, different leadership systems, so that you have the armor and the ammunition to know exactly how to transfer capability into another person. People don't learn just by you telling them. Teaching is a science, it's a skill, it's a capability that you need to consciously develop for yourself, so that you can replicate your brilliance in others and they can help you build a successful business. Remember, a successful business is never built by one entrepreneur. It's built by a team of leaders. And for that, step number 7 is an absolute necessity, where you need to delegate with clarity and develop capabilities in your team members. The philosophy and the background operating system of a successful business is step number 8, which is to add way more value than the money you charge. If you just imbibe this as a practice in the DNA of everything you do as a business, I can promise you massive success. Most people have the psychology of what's the least I can give and maximum I can extract, and they carry this psychology with their team members, they carry this psychology with their customers, which only creates mediocrity and struggles in their business. The truth is this: when you adapt the philosophy of what's the maximum I can give and least I can charge, you are making others win. And when you make your teams win, when you make your customers win, you will win, because they will ensure that you win. So always add way more value than the money you charge to your customers, and always give way more opportunity than the vision of your own team members, so that they also grow with you. At the end of the day, when you come to give, that's when you receive. But if you come to get, nobody is willing to give to you. Which brings me to step number 9 of building a successful business. And step number 9 is money management. At the end of the day, please understand, the metrics of success in business is the money that you make. But true success is not determined by how much money you make. It is determined by how you manage the money that you make. And for you to manage your money well, you need to make sure that there is accuracy of recording financial transactions. You need to make sure that you're compliant to all the statutory regulations, so you're not grabbing unnecessary attention from the government authorities and departments. And you need to make sure that there is proper reporting systems which is giving you data, so you can make decisions to allocate money at the right places, stop the leakage of money from the wrong places, and utilize the resources that you have in form of money to optimize the returns for your own business. The 10th and final element to build a successful business is to make sure you keep your team members happy. This is a necessity. Think about it. Every business is a vehicle to serve people. Now, most businesses are only thinking about how can they serve their customers. But if you want to build a successful business, you also have to actively think about how can you serve your team members. Because at the end of the day, the differentiator between a mediocre business and a successful business is that in a successful business, impact is created at scale. And that is only possible if you have the right kind of team. You may be good at what you do. You may be brilliant at what you do, but there is only a limited amount of impact you can create, which leads to building a mediocre business if you are doing everything by yourself. Now, how can you make sure your team members are happy? It's very simple. You got to take care of 4 elements. Number 1, you got to take care of giving them a financial growth path. At the end of the day, people come to work because they want to earn more and improve the quality of their life. So create a financial growth opportunity for your team members. And apart from a financial growth opportunity, the second element that makes sure that your team members are happy is a career growth opportunity. It's not just about money, it's about the quality of work people do. It's about the quality of learning they get on the job, the amount of responsibility they are given, the amount of trust that is entrusted upon them. That is what excites people and wakes up people every morning to put their best foot forward. Which brings me to the third element of employee happiness. Apart from financial growth, career growth, it's also your responsibility to make sure that they have a good amount of work-life balance. Honor their weekends, honor their time hours beyond work, honor the holidays, honor their health requirements, their family emergencies, and make sure you're supportive about all of these things. There's nothing more powerful for a team member than knowing that they have a leader who's backing them and who cares for them genuinely. So take care of their work-life balance. And the fourth element of employee happiness is to make sure that you keep your office culture clean. You eliminate any kind of conflict, blame game, ego, groupism in the initial stages itself. Don't let them brew, nip them in the bud, and make sure that you create an environment that is running on the pillars of respect, trust, care and bonding, which makes people feel secure, so they are not playing ego politics or identity games. They are focusing on achieving the goals, and that is when you can build a successful business. I hope you found this video useful. If you are a business owner who's stuck, then make sure you watch the 40-minute training video in the description to pave the way forward for growth in your business. And I look forward to seeing you in that 40-minute training. Click on that link right now. Continue the learning journey.